Hello, everyone, and welcome back for another edition of 8 Minutes with Aaron. I am, of course, your host, Aaron, and today I am going to talk about my Target experience on May 29, 2026, and it was a big bad boy celebration. So let's get rolling with a fresh edition of this guy right here, Aaron. So, as you know, I have been going to Target for the last couple weeks, over the last maybe several months, and lately it has been kind of a little bit of a war zone. It seems like the people that have been getting there super mega early have been getting all the good loot, while the people who've shown up after work and all these other things have been getting a bad spot in the line. Now, I gotta say, I can't really argue against them. If they did get there, I do understand. But when they're not by their chairs and, they're saving seats for hours on end, that's when I get a little perturbed. Now, this week was completely different because they didn't even show up, which was a little weird. Now, as you remember, last week there was kind of a little scuffle and there was a little back and forth that was going on, which wasn't directed towards them at all. But they took it upon themselves to take it as it was towards them. And it was against this other kid and shit like that. But they just didn't show up. So I thought that was a little weird. Now, one of their friends did show up with his other buddy and his uncle and shit like that. And he's a cool dude. I'm not gonna, talk shit on that. But what I didn't like was what happened afterwards. Now, yes, I did get in, in the first couple, 10 people, and they did get into the store, and they did get some good shit. I got some Ascending Heroes. I got some Prismatic Evolution. But in the back of my mind at the same time, I was just like, yeah, I don't know. I don't like the feeling of this. So after I left, one of the gentlemen who's with the group of people came up. He was there, and we were just like talking back and forth, and he's just explaining to me that basically they didn't show up because they wanted to kind of give us a break. Now, in all actuality, I'm sure he meant it with, utmost respect and was trying to be cool about things like that. But at the same time, it kind of came off a little bit, you were giving us a handout or you were doing us a favor. And you're not really doing us any favors because the next week, you're probably going to show up with the 8, 9, 10 people and shit like that. So nothing has been fixed. Nothing has been rectified. Now, there has been, a little bit of discussion yesterday as it was leaving Target, whether or not we should talk about the timetable, about whether or not you should be at the chairs at X and Y and how many of this shit. But I don't know if anything's going to actually be figured out. And I just feel that this was basically just a Band-Aid this week. And next week, it's just going to be a shit show again. And I don't really want to go through that again. So maybe there will be a conversation. Maybe there won't be. But either way, I hope that things do work out. And I guess I got to say thank you. Thank you for not showing up with 10 heads and actually letting the rest of us get some good shit. So yeah, I got some Ascending Heroes and I got a Prismatic Evolution. But it was a short, hey, because once I left the store, it's like, okay, well, this is what we're going to have to talk about. This is what we're discussing. And this was really what was going on when I kind of knew what was going on. So I don't know. Hopefully we can work this thing out. Other shit that happened at Target that night, not only was it a long night, I got to play 13. I haven't played 13 in such a long time with some kids. I got to show people how to play 13. It's a card game. Let's see what else. I fell asleep on a chair. I was extremely tired. That was really it for the night. It was really windy, really cold. Really not a night that I really wanted to stay out. I had a salad. That was pretty good. And let me show you my walkabout in Target real quick.
So we are in the Funko and wrestling figure line, or aisle, I should say. And the lady was here prior to me getting here, and she went through all this stuff, so I know that there was no email chase. I was actually looking for the Chopper and Chopper Chase, but I guess Target hasn't gotten any of them yet, which does kind of suck. But going over here to the wrestling ones, we have a few new ones. We have John Cena and Cody Rhodes from WrestleMania. Oh, it's from Saturday Night Main Event. No, come on, that had to be from WrestleMania. Cody won the title back from Cena and did that little shit. Then we have a nice Cody Rhodes over here. And for some reason, we have the Masters of the Universe toys just ending up everywhere. I guess because the movie's coming out, you get this thing over here with that's not a wrestler either. Though I should show you the other Cody Rhodes that's here with the other John Cena. And of course, this John Cena. But the best one here is, of course, this guy right here, CM Punk. And he's like changing hands. I don't know what. Got a coat on that would probably come off and shit like that, but I'm not gonna buy it. Look at that price, $34.99. Get out of here. We're gonna walk around the store a little bit. This is a Thursday, not a Friday, so don't be surprised if I don't make another video. If you are looking for a one-piece gun or some kind of shit like that, this is a Going Merry Blaster. Interesting, guys. I've never seen that before in my life. Kind of Target run would be complete without going through the OG Pokemon aisle just to see what they stock over here. Still the Caitlin Clark stuff, tons of Larkarina. This looks like a new set that just dropped. Still got the My Little Pony cards here. Some Digimon Johns. Magic the Gathering set I've never heard of. Got the knockoff Labubus. And then you got like portfolio packets and shit like that of Pokemon that I've never seen. We are at the back toy aisle. You got some plushies over here. I don't know if I've ever seen an Eevee that big. Looking pretty cool. Looks like there's less plush toys than normal. Just gonna walk down the aisle. This is a new thing I've never seen before. The Simpsons Treehouse of Horror. There's our boy Richimaru still here. One day someone will definitely have to pick him up. I don't know if I've seen Draco Mihawk's figure before. I'm gonna say I have. So I got Sabo up here. Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Got a lot of Chainsaw Man figures. I don't think I've seen these guys before. Got the Rowan, Thundercats. Just trying to see if maybe they had Bubbles. Is it just? It is Bubbles. That is Bubbles. Wow. How much are these things? 13 bucks? I might have to pick up a Bubbles. That I don't know. Maybe I get a Bubbles or a Mojo Jojo. Mojo Jojo. Let's keep walking here. Anything? Nope. You got the Chopper Robo Ship. Got another Chopper John down here. Got tons of other Funko Pops that we're walking into, and it looks like they reduced the quantity of Funko Pops in this back wall significantly. Unless people just bought them, I don't know. One or the other. But that really looks like what they have today. Still got some Naruto, little bitty Johns. The One Piece ones look like they're gone. Ooh, okay, there's a Jolteon and a bitty Pokemon one. Interesting. Well, we still have tomorrow to go see what we get for the Target Pokemon drop. I will be outside if you want to see me on any Friday. See y'all later. I'll talk to you in the car. Just wanted to touch base that, you know, they had that huge inventory of One Piece figures and shit like that when the Netflix dropped season 2. Now it is put in an aisle randomly, no labeling, with just this few items here. Got Zoro here, Chopper. I don't know if there's any more. I'm not going to go through all these bad boys. But yeah, that's about it. All right, we're going to check the back.
All right, you saw the walkabout in Target. It's over and done with. So yeah, that was my Friday. Not too exciting. Of course, I'm going to go eat at my parents' tonight. I'm going to go see the guys. I'm going to have some chicken nosh and pores for dinner. Love chicken nosh and pores. And then, you know, I've got my weekend planned ahead, which is not too exciting. So I ain't going to fill you in on that. So yeah, I guess that's really it for my Friday. My name is Aaron. Thank you for joining me with 8 Minutes with Aaron. I will see you next time. We're going to more stuff, more things, and of course, more me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave down in the comments what you want to see, what you don't want to see, and I'll see all you in the next video. Bye.